y'all, and happy last day of Vlogsgiving. I cannot believe how fast this month went by. It's already Thanksgiving, almost. By the time you see this, it probably will be Thanksgiving. Anyway, I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday with your families and friends and all of that. I'm getting so excited for our Thanksgiving. I woke up this morning and the rain is finally gone. It rained all day on us yesterday. It is an overcast day, a lovely fall day. It's not too cold out. It looked cold, but when I went outside, it wasn't cold. It's a great day to get some shit done. And because it was the last day of Vlogsgiving, I thought it was only suitable that I made some pumpkin spice coffee to enjoy this morning while I'm doing my journaling. Brew now! Anyway, today's vlog is all about wrapping up the month of November, running a few last errands that we have to do for Thanksgiving, and reflecting on what this month has taught me. And as I do my morning journaling, meditations, and tarot reading, I am going to keep these things in mind. And today's journal prompt is, what did November teach me about who I'm becoming? All right, y'all, let's go finish up the last of our Thanksgiving shopping. We just have a few more things to grab at Kroger. I'm headed to the grocery store with my hair still wet from the shower, y'all. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. But this is our last chance to get what we need from the grocery store for Thanksgiving. It's 2 days before now, and we just have a few extra things that we couldn't get at Walmart. We still need to grab our drinks, and most importantly, some lady fingers for Ted's tiramisu that they do not carry at our local Walmart. But Kroger does have them. I checked beforehand. We also needed some fruit for the autumn sangria that we're making. We could have technically bought fruit at Walmart, but Kroger usually has better quality in my experience. It was very festive in here. Look at this, it's like a cornucopia. We also needed another very special ingredient, mascarpone cheese. And I know I probably butchered that pronunciation. I'm not Italian, don't come for me. And of course, the Christmas displays. And no, I don't hate Christmas. I just don't like that it begins in October now. Let's wait till after Thanksgiving, folks. Then I can fully indulge in the Christmas spirit. In fact, it's probably my favorite holiday. Ted's picking out a bottle of wine for our sangria. He chose the Sea Glass Pinot Grigio. I've never tried it. I hope it's good. And at long last, we found the lady fingers. They only had one brand, so that's what we're going with. So if you don't know, Ted's mom is Italian, so he likes to make Italian food, and that's why he chose tiramisu for his dessert. And yes, I bought this candle. They had some more discounted pumpkin spice, but I decided not to get it because we're about to start the Door County Advent Calendar. They had a lot of really good deals on their Thanksgiving food at Kroger. I probably should have price compared a little bit more. We searched far and wide for cinnamon sticks, a vital ingredient for our sangria, and just when I was about to give up, I spotted some. It was a short trip today, but we got everything we needed, including a bunch of zero sugar soda for the kids. I honestly don't think they'll be able to tell the difference. What I want to know is, why don't they stock the club soda with the other soda? It's in the wine and beer section and took us forever to find. Anyway, we got everything on our list, and then we were off to the checkout. We went to a human this time. Ted's cradling his lady fingers to make sure they don't get broken.
Yeah, they're like eggs. You gotta be careful with them.
I know. Well, y'all, we're done with our Thanksgiving shopping. I think that is everything. So I'm so excited. I can't wait. And also, just doing these little errands like this just reminds me of how much joy there is in the small little things in life. I enjoy shopping for Thanksgiving. I don't think Ted does.
Too many damn people in there.
He doesn't like the crowds. We tried to come when we thought it wouldn't be crowded. It was packed in there. Y'all, today is a 2 cup of coffee kind of day. I had to go in there and make me another pot after we got back from Kroger. Now that November is coming to an end, I'm kind of reflecting on the month before, kind of starting to plan out my month ahead. And I wanted to kind of share with you some of the things, 5 things in particular, that November taught me, specifically doing Vlogsgiving this year and just everything that happened this month. I learned quite a few things about myself, about my channel, about you. Number 1, I learned that consistency is better than perfection. Some days during Vlogsgiving and even back in Vlogtober, I didn't always feel my best every single day. I didn't always feel cute. Some days I felt like shit. But I still showed up for you every day that I possibly could. Even though some days I was like, man, I really just want to go back to bed today. Today I do not want to film. Today I do not want to edit. But I committed to doing this and I followed through with it, and I'm proud of myself. And I learned that even on the days when I didn't feel like I did my best work, it was still better for me to consistently put something out for you instead of just saying, well, it wasn't perfect, so screw it, it's not even going to go out. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's my coffee pot in there making those crazy noises. So number 2. Now this is something that I sort of already started to realize and internalize way back whenever I took my last break from YouTube and when I came back. But over Vlogsgiving and even Vlogtober, this really cemented in my mind. And it's being seen versus being misunderstood. So not just this fall, but this entire year just posting again has taught me that my story is not defined by my past or by the loudest people from my past. And I'm okay with being misunderstood. And every day that goes by, every week that goes by, every month that goes by, I'm more and more okay with that. And I think it's because I'm becoming more and more okay with myself. I know who I am, I know what I'm about, and I just don't feel the urge to like defend myself or explain myself. And I'm just gonna live my life. And that feels really good. And I feel like for some reason this month, it really sunk in. I have nothing to prove. I'm just sharing the things that I think are valuable and beautiful in the world with other people. I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. It's just like the advice I would give to anybody, even if you're not a YouTuber, you're never gonna please everybody. You're never gonna make everybody happy. There's always gonna be people who don't like you, and you have to accept that and just be confident in yourself and just know that you are amazing, you are awesome, just how you are, and nobody in the world is beloved by everyone or liked by everyone. You're always gonna have people who don't like you because we're all a different flavor. You know what I mean? We're all a different flavor of ice cream. And not everybody likes Rocky Road. I'm not calling myself Rocky Road. In fact, I've never thought about what ice cream flavor I might be. Pistachio? I don't know. But not everybody is gonna like your flavor. And that's okay. Your flavor is still amazing and tons of people are still gonna love it. I just pulled that one out of my ass. I don't know, I thought that was pretty good. Number 3 is something I kind of touched on earlier, and that's boundaries and energy. I learned over the past 2 months really what my limits are, especially when it comes to daily vlogging. I learned what my boundaries are. I learned that there are some things that I may be struggling with in my personal life that I don't need to share or don't want to share right now because it's things that I need to figure out on my own without the input of hundreds and thousands of other people. You know, I'm kind of finding out what my audience is most interested in seeing, what I can provide for you guys, what I have to offer, so to speak. I think that also ties in with my boundaries, which things I want to share, which things I'm willing to share, when I'm willing to share them, and how best to like protect my mental health. It's taken me many years of doing this to learn all of this stuff. And I'm probably a tougher case than a normal person because, you know, the BPD and the demand avoidance and all that. But I really feel like I'm coming into a rhythm now of what I want to do. I'm getting very clear on kind of what direction I want this channel to go in. And Vlogtober and Vlogsgiving really helped me with that because I was able to look back at my analytics, see what people really liked. I was able to take the feedback into consideration, and I learned so much from it. And I'm going to take all that into consideration as I'm planning out Vlogmas this year, and I'll just say I think you guys are really gonna love it. But the whole point of that is I've learned how to manage my energy and what my boundaries are. Number 4, self-compassion and body image. This month taught me that I really have to listen to myself and do what I think is best for me, especially when I struggle with food issues, with body image issues, and we're coming up into this season that is centered around food. I'm trying to be very gentle with myself and have a lot of self-compassion. So this is something that I'm kind of working on behind the scenes in my own personal life, is how to navigate these things, how to be kind to myself, how to not go off the deep end in between binging and dieting and all that. So I don't want to say too much about that because I don't want YouTube to remove this video, but you know what I'm talking about. Those kind of struggles can be difficult to deal with during the holiday season with these big food events that we have. So I've learned, and I'm still learning, how to have compassion for myself, how to love myself, even though I may not always be perfect. But that's one of those struggles that I'm kind of trying to work out on my own. I'll try to keep you updated on that. But anyway, that's all I'm gonna say there. And number 5, I have learned to have gratitude for those of you who have stuck with me and those of you who are still here. Thank you so much for showing up for me through everything. I know I have some viewers who have been watching me since the very beginning, who have been watching me since before this channel even started when I was just doing sim stuff. And I have some people that have been here for years who found me through vlogging or through reaction channels or however you found me, and you've stuck with me me through everything. And I know it hasn't always been easy. I know as somebody with BPD, it can be hard to stick with us. But for those of you who have, I really truly appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this if it weren't for you, and you mean so very much to me. I don't know how to thank you enough for watching my videos, for commenting, for engaging. I love you guys so much. And I really do. I feel like I know some of you personally, even though I've never met you. Like, some of you guys that always comment, and I always talk to you in the comments, like, and some of you guys that used to be my channel members, like, I feel like you're my friend, and we've never even met. So I just want to thank you so much. I have so much gratitude for my wonderful audience. You guys are amazing, and I just love you, and I'm just feeling very grateful for you at this time of year when I'm thinking about all the things I'm grateful for. You are one of those things. I don't know if that's really something I've learned, but it's something that I've felt this month during Vlogsgiving. I've really felt you guys being there with me through everything, through all of my hardships, through the good times and bad times. You guys are always there. I've felt that. I've really felt that love. So I hope I can give that back to you. And I hope I can give you a very wonderful Vlogmas that you will really enjoy and that will bring you some peace and joy as well. So those are the things that November and Vlogsgiving have taught me. Now I am starting to wrap this month up, getting ready to go do Thanksgiving with my family. And then there's just a couple days left in the month. I'm gonna take those days off to spend with my family and Ted. Ted maybe has a job offer that he will be going to soon. Maybe in the next 2 weeks or so. He's still kind of deciding on this one. He's still kind of finding out the details of it to see if he wants to take it. But if so, I want to spend as much time with him as possible before he goes on the road, because I will not be going with him in December. I'm going to stay here and get ready for Christmas. I got to tend to our Christmas tree, which we are hopefully going to get after Thanksgiving. And also just want to keep the house ready, get prepared for the Christmas feast and everything when he comes home and our family comes. So I'm going to miss him like crazy, but also I feel like it does us a lot of good to spend a couple weeks apart. It's not a bad thing. I mean, like, I get lonely and I miss him, but at the same time, I like to have that time alone to kind of work on myself, and absence makes the heart grow fonder. It is true. Anyway, I gotta get on with my afternoon and go get a vlog out for you guys. I'll see you back here in a little bit. Well, y'all, it's getting to be that time of night. It's time to start winding down for the evening. I'm so happy we got everything done for Thanksgiving, so that's a load off my mind. Like, we have everything we need. We just have to prepare it all. I know I keep saying it, but I'm really looking forward to Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. This is going to be the last time I see you before we begin Vlogmas. So thank you so much for joining me for Vlogsgiving again. I think I got 17 videos in there for you, so I'm pretty happy with that for November. And as I already told you, we're going to have a real gentle, reflective, healing, peaceful kind of Vlogmas, and I cannot wait for it. So your first video will be out for that on December 1st. Otherwise, I'm about to go turn in, y'all, and get a good night's rest. Tomorrow, I'm going to get a new tattoo. Ted and I are both getting tattoos tomorrow before Thanksgiving, so I'm super excited about that. I'll show you that on the first day of Vlogmas. And then Thanksgiving Day, we're gonna spend the whole day probably making desserts. I'm gonna make the sangria ahead of time. I might make like the sweet potato casserole ahead of time, so all I have to do is bake it. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can ahead of time on Thanksgiving Day so that everything's ready to cook on that Friday when I'm actually serving it. Just to make things as smooth as possible on the day of. Let me know what you guys are doing to make things easier on yourself. Are you make ahead people? Do you make stuff ahead too? Because I usually only make the desserts ahead, but this year I'm thinking about like actually making some of the dishes ahead. Some of the ones that lend themselves well to making ahead, like sweet potato casserole. I think that's pretty much the only one that I'm making that I guess you could do potatoes if you wanted to do like a bake them in the oven. I don't want to do that. So 2 pies, tiramisu, sweet potato casserole, dip we could make ahead of time, and sangria.
Vlog's over.
All right, guys. Ted, I was just sitting here like trying to think of what to say next, and Ted interjected the ending for you. So I hope you enjoyed his endings throughout the month, and I hope you enjoyed Vlogsgiving. I really love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a wonderful week, and I will see you back here on December 1st. Bye.